Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Right now, it's around 3:15, and I want to make you a Palantir video. Now, the entire market has been taking off. Yesterday, CPI came in better than expected, even in the bullish case, which is low. And PPI today, which is the producer price index, it's like a business inflation, came in negative when it was supposed to come in positive. It was supposed to be like positive zero point 0.1. It ended up coming in negative like zero point 0.5. It absolutely smashed expectations. Because of this, the entire market is taking off because people are assuming that the Fed, one, will not be raising rates this year. Two, the Fed probably won't be raising rates next year. And three, huge possibility, and I'm in this camp, that the Fed is actually going to be lowering rates next year. Because of this, this is bullish for the entire market. One stock of the entire market that's about to be part of the S&P 500, of course, is Palantir, ticker symbol PLTR. Palantir now is a little bit down, but it was literally at a 52-week high earlier today. And for the second time this year, Palantir crossed that $20 mark. And of course, the Palantards are extremely happy because we're making tendies. We're green. Despite what a lot of haters are going to tell you that Palantir is never going to be $20 again, but it is, or that Palantir was never going to hit $20, but it did. And despite the fact that everyone's going to tell you that Palantir, everybody bought in at high 20s, they're underwater, that's a lie. Most people are above water in Palantir. Most people were DCAing down or literally started buying in single digits. Most of the Palantir community is somewhere around the low teen area of their average. So obviously everybody's happy because a lot of people have a lot of money in Palantir. And this is a Tesla type moment for a lot of people. Whether that pans out or not, I'm not going to be giving you advice, but that's why people are so excited. Never has an opportunity like this happened. And by opportunity, I don't mean like opportunity that you can go to the moon, opportunity of the entire community getting behind something, a revolutionary product, and everybody absolutely shitting on your company, but your company is taking off since Tesla, right? The last time you saw this conviction and all this hate from people was Tesla. And it seems like Palantir is that Tesla-like stock for today's day and age. And we about to have that Tesla moment probably in 2024, maybe 2025. We have so much positivity coming out, and we are literally at the forefront of the greatest revolution ever called artificial intelligence and machine learning. The same people that shit on Palantir are the same people that shit on the notion that artificial intelligence is actually here to stay. It's not just a fad, and it is going to change the world. So CPI is going down, PPI is going down, the chances of a Fed rate hike is going down, and the chances that the Federal Reserve is actually going to decrease the federal funds rate is increasing. All of that put together and the ridiculous amount of money that's going into artificial intelligence, machine learning, and military spending both domestically and abroad makes Palantir a prime candidate to literally take the fuck off next year. But Palantir has a lot of things going for it besides for that. One of the things that Palantir has going for it is the impact level clearance, the IL clearances. Right now, they're at impact level 6. Impact level 6 is only reserved for 3 companies: Palantir, AWS, and Microsoft. Think about that, right? Palantir, that's like a $40, $50 billion company. And then you have Microsoft, that's nearly $3 trillion. And you have AWS, that's like $1.5 trillion. Something doesn't add up. And Palantir is literally in the room with Elon Musk for the AI Safety Summit in the United States. They're about to do one in UK, and they're called in for a brand new one in the United States. None of these other companies are there. Not Snowflake, not Datadog, not Databricks, not C3 AI. And there is a difference. Palantir was literally named the #1 AI company. It was even ahead of Google, ahead of Microsoft. But they have this impact level 5 and they have this impact level 6 clearance. And this is an extremely difficult clearance to get. Even 5 is very difficult to get. Even 4 is extremely difficult to get. It takes years and a shit ton of money and a lot of ass kissing and a sponsor to actually get the accreditation. Now, there's a lot of companies that are just starting out that cannot get this accreditation because they don't have the time, they don't have the know-how, they don't have the connections, and they don't have the money. And a lot of these companies happen to be startups, but that doesn't mean that they're a shitty company, and it definitely doesn't mean that their product sucks. As a matter of fact, their product can be extremely useful for the United States military. But to work with the United States military, you need to have this clearance. Palantir started a program called FedStart. FedStart allows these startups to essentially piggyback on Palantir, where Palantir is essentially your auditor. They hold your hand, they're your big homie, they're your big brother in this. And because of Palantir's connections and Palantir's 2 decades working with the military, these new companies using FedStart are able to actually work with the US government. So there's a new video that just came out. It's like a 4 or 5 minute video, which I want to play. I didn't listen to the entire thing, but I did hear like a sentence where the woman who's presenting says that literally FedStart is 3 times faster than if you were to do it on your own. That's remarkable. Why? Most of these companies are startups. Startups get investments from venture capitalists. Venture capitalists want to return on their investment ASAP. So the faster you can get them in front of the military, the faster they can start getting money, and the faster venture capitalists can start recouping their investment, therefore growing the company. What does Palantir get out of this? Fees, connections, and most importantly, these companies are using Palantir Foundry to do this. It's absolutely freaking remarkable. So take a look at the screen right here, and I'm going to go over some numbers before I actually play the video. All right, this is the public account. We're at 535,000. We broke $500,000 on this account. We're up around $9,715 today, $9,800. God bless, we're doing good. On a side note, we're doing freaking amazing with Bitcoin. I did end up buying the dip, and I bought right around here. I'm going to be talking about this later, maybe. If you guys want to know more about crypto, I have a crypto channel called X Crypto 411, just like X Finance 411. It's called X Crypto 411. But that's neither here nor there. Let's go into the Palantir position right here. For this account, I have around 13,200 shares, which I do covered calls on, and I make a shit ton of premium on my covered calls. Right now, I got just over $250,000 in Palantir in this specific account. So Palantir right now is at $19.91. However, earlier today, Palantir was right around that $20.33, which is actually a 52-week high. If you look for the last year, actually, Palantir absolutely freaking took off. It hits this $20 mark right here. It did hit 20. I know what it's saying here, but on other brokerages, you know it hit 20. It might not have closed by 20, but it did hit 20. This is back in August, so 2 months ago. And then it went down, and people started laughing about Palantir. I started buying more right around this 1550 mark. Palantir started taking off. It had a huge dip right here. I bought more right around, and then it went all the way up right here, almost $20 last week. And today it hit a brand new 52-week high, $20.30. And right now it's trading right around that $19.91. So most people are making money on Palantir. Most people are really happy about Palantir. Shout out if you guys are making money on Palantir. Do me a favor in the comments down below. I want to know a question. What is your average on Palantir, if you can tell me that? And how much are you up on Palantir, whether it's an amount or a percentage? I would love to know. If you want to keep it private, I get it, but I would love to know. And while you're down there, please give me a like, a share, and subscribe. That would definitely help me grow this channel. Thank you very, very much. This is the FedStart program. Now, the FedStart is expanding, but this is from their earnings call. FedStart transforms the usual 18 months, $2 million accreditation process into something that can be done in as little as 3 weeks at a fraction of the cost, from 18 months to 6 weeks. I don't know if I said 3 weeks or 6 weeks, but it's 6 weeks. And these are 9 of the newest partners. I think they actually have more than this, but this is just the 9 newest ones. Somebody told me they had a dozen of them. I don't know how true this is, but Manifest, Calypso AI, Abacus AI, Drant, Primer, Spectre Ops, Sparta Science, Meaning, NIH, National Center for Advancement, Translation, and Science. This is freaking remarkable, guys. Do not sleep on FedStart. Best thing about this, it does not cost Palantir anything because they are literally consultants in this specific case. They already had the capabilities. This is like printing money, making connections while you're printing money. You are digging deeper, working with the United States DoD, where you are literally a prime. We are the unofficial prime of the DoD right now, which later on will be official. I don't know if there is an official, statement of this is a prime. And most importantly, above all of that, we are generating revenue and making these companies actually use Palantir Foundry. This is a video that came out earlier today. I want to listen to this video with you guys right now.
The U.S. government is hungry for new and innovative technology. The opportunities for startups and established companies alike to deliver cloud-based solutions to federal customers are large and growing rapidly. Whether your company works in artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, process automation, or any other category, chances are there are civilian and defense agencies that need and want your products. If you want to deliver your technology as a software as a service, or SaaS, to the US government, the first hurdle you have to overcome is getting FedRAMP or impact level accreditation. FedRAMP will enable you to serve civilian agencies, such as the Departments of Agriculture and Treasury. An impact level accreditation will open up the Department of Defense market. We are excited to introduce Palantir FedStart, a solution that helps technology companies launch into the federal government market by dramatically reducing technical barriers to entry, specifically these accreditation hurdles. These credentials come with significant challenges, however, limiting the ability of innovative companies to rapidly deliver solutions to the federal government. For small or commercially focused businesses, this can create a massive chicken or the egg problem. Do we invest in accreditation now in the hope that we will have government customers 18 months in the future? Or do we wait until we have the customer interest and then hope they remain engaged as we make it?
That's what I was trying to say. There's a huge problem if you are a brand new startup. You don't know what to do. Do you focus on this or do you focus on that? By the time you actually get accreditation, are your investors going to be happy? And is your company going to go belly up? You need a faster, quicker solution to actually get from point A to point B. Point A is your product, and point B is the US military DoD. And the fastest point from A to B is actually Palantir FedStart, which is absolutely freaking bonkers.
Through the lengthy accreditation process. This is why many companies choose to delay entry or forego the federal market altogether, missing out on a multi-billion-dollar software market and denying the government access to potentially game-changing technology. FedStart is designed to eliminate this dilemma. By partnering with Palantir, companies can shorten time to accreditation to 3 months or less and move costs to a consumption-based pricing model that scales with your business. You can start your federal journey today.
So I want to just say something really fast. They say consumption-based. So that means, let's say the whole program will cost $2 million. Let's say with FedStart, it would only cost 10%. I'm just throwing a number out there, right? Let's say it's like $200K. Over time, though, since you're paying consumption-based and incrementally, you're probably going to end up paying more than if you were to pay that $2 million up front. The thing is, Palantir takes a little piece, and it's literally residual income. It's like literally a dripping dividend account for stocks. That's what FedStart is for Palantir. And I don't think people understand that. And the longer they do this, the more customers that they have in FedStart, the larger this is going to expand, and the more drip they're going to end up getting, the more money and tendies they're going to make from onboarding customers. This is the growth potential of just this one sector, which is a subsector, subcategory of Palantir as a whole. It's absolutely remarkable, and I want people to actually understand how absolutely monumental and fabulous this is.
With confidence that you will be able to serve your customers on their timeline. Let's look at how FedStart works. Solution providers deploy their existing containerized applications into Palantir's already accredited FedStart environment using open source standards such as Helm charts. The FedStart Kubernetes infrastructure, which runs on top of AWS GovCloud and Azure Government, manages FIPS validated encryption, logging, authentication, vulnerability scanning, and more, so that you don't have to. Initial partners have estimated the level of effort to integrate their technology into the FedStart environment to be only a couple of months at most. Palantir manages the detailed administrative work of receiving and retaining accreditation, handling conversations with government accreditation authorities, producing compliance artifacts, performing continuous monitoring, and managing control assessments. Companies monitor and update their deployed and accredited applications with only 1 or 2 US persons, rather than having to hire an entire dedicated team. Partners pay a monthly cost based on consumption, just as they would if they were buying directly from a traditional infrastructure provider. We also look for opportunities to highlight our FedStart partners, listing them in our online FedStart marketplace and in the government's FedRAMP marketplace, helping with discoverability. Palantir also hosts periodic events with dedicated programming for FedStart partners and your potential US government customers. Palantir has supported complex and sensitive government missions for over 2 decades. And along the way, we have gained a ton of experience navigating the complexities of the accreditation process. Today, we have over 50 authorizations to operate, or ATOs, across agencies in the US government, including FedRAMP Moderate, DoD IL5, and DoD IL6. Take advantage of our experience with FedStart so that you can focus on what your company does best, delivering unique capabilities that can help the government become more effective, efficient, and successful. We can't wait to help you get started. For more information or to inquire about getting started with FedStart, please email us at fedstart@palantir.com. Thank you.
I mean, that's absolutely remarkable. This is something that I've been saying when they first announced FedStart. A lot of people are sleeping on it and not understanding, but this is literally Palantir Web Services for government. They came out, right? PWS, if I'm not mistaken, Palantir Web Services, they're calling it, or Palantir Government Services, something like that. And 2 huge pieces of that is Apollo and FedStart. But there's going to be more pieces that are going to be added to this. Guys, Palantir is just getting started. Now, I know $20 is a large price. And I can tell you something. I'm not going to give you advice, but I'm going to give you a tip and trick that I'm personally doing. If you believe that Palantir is overvalued or undervalued or trading sideways, you have options, not call buy options, but covered calls, where you can increase your amount of shares and collect a premium while doing this. There's something called a wheel strategy, a covered call. If you get assigned, you do a cash secured put. Now, I talk about this to my channel members, so I don't want to give up too much. If you guys want to become a channel member, it's $3 a month. The link is down below. Am I shilling it? Am I not shilling it? It's fucking $3, guys, if you want to learn more. I do a lot of custom videos based on questions and comments, and I actually show you that I am making money with this type of strategy. This strategy works so much more efficiently and is so much more profitable when there's an anchor or a magnet to a certain price. And I believe that $20 mark is the anchor. A little higher, a little lower is exactly what you want, stability for covered call and a cash secured put strategy. I am using this strategy to be able to acquire even more shares of Palantir. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Palantir to the moon. And as Dr. Alex Karp says, fuck your puts. Have a great day.